Good morning, Albuquerque. It is Friday, August 18th. Hopefully it's a payday for you. Van.
Yes, sir.
Applebee's announced that they're closing 130 of their chain restaurants. You ever been less surprised?
When you say Applebee's, do you mean McDonald's with waiters?
Welcome to The Claim on ProView Sports Channel 26. The Claim, Albuquerque, New Mexico's newest sports program, starring Fred Slow and Van Nunley. Hang on. In the next 30 minutes, you'll get caught up on what's important, what's happening, and what you should know in the world of sports. Stay tuned. It's time for The Claim.
Welcome to The Claim. Here on The Claim, Van, what we try to do every week is give you hard-hitting sports analysis with a little sprinkle of fun and entertainment.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Well, we get rid of hardcore analysis and highlights on Fridays, and it's a fun Friday here on The Claim.
Yeah.
So we take what we consider to be the most interesting draw in sports and extrapolate that on to the fullest, to the absolute fullest. So we thought, how can we open the program on our first Friday program and just captivate and capture the audience?
I'm excited.
How are we going to do it?
I think we're talking about hair.
Best hair in professional sports.
Let's talk
without
hair,
a
man.
doubt. Yeah, you are obviously one of, if not the finest looking guys in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Top 10, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
There's if there was a Mr. Albuquerque, if there was a Mr. Burke, Mr. Burke.
You're close. You're getting closer.
Is it a P or a B?
Not from here. Don't hold it against him. He's learning.
If there was a Mr. 505 competition, not only would you host it, judge it, and win it, but then afterwards you would go home with every young lady.
Well, see, I don't know if I'm going to win, but I think win, place, or show is a really good bet. Really good bet.
Your hair is strong. There have been stronger hair in sports. From the NBA to Major League Baseball to NFL and specifically hockey, not only has hair transcended the game itself, it's made its way into pop culture in current events. I've walked into a barbershop and said, "Give me the Bryce Harper." Mm-hmm. What hairstyles do you, historic, iconic, or ironic, have stood out to you over your many years of sports fandom?
Well, first off, I'm really glad that we're hitting the real topics.
Yes.
We're covering what's important in the world of sports.
Yeah, but give me a number one clipper. Let's go.
So, I'm going to go in reverse. We're going to go facial hair first. And
curveball.
mustache
You hit
guy.
me with a curveball.
I toss him the curveballs. I still got a good curveball.
Raleigh fingers.
Raleigh fingers. I'm
Yeah.
starting off Raleigh fingers and anybody else who has strong facial hair.
The more you can wax it.
Yeah, if it requires wax, I'm on board.
The strongest, in my opinion, facial hair in the history of the game was by St. Louis Cardinals and Milwaukee Brewers second baseman Fernando Vina.
Beautiful.
If you're not familiar with Fernando Vina, and maybe we can get it up post, but Fernando Vina's...
That is a sharp goatee.
It puts Jim Rome's goatee to shame. Fernando Vina's goatee, it's like if two pillars were built by the Romans to outline his mouth, and then he used those pillars to lead the masses, like to feed them and provide for them.
Yeah, I mean, his goatee was trimmed with a blade made of Valyrian steel.
Yes.
Game of Thrones reference.
You don't have to tell people when you make Game of Thrones references. It's so
not
prevalent.
everybody knows Game of Thrones.
Last night we had a really good show. Our Thursday episode, in my opinion, the best episode we had ever done. Went out to celebrate.
They're only getting better.
Went out to celebrate last night with a young friend, a fan of the show. And we were at a local watering hole.
Okay.
And I said to her, "You want to come over Sunday? You want to watch Game of Thrones?" And she said, "I don't watch Game of Thrones." I said, "Literally everyone at this watering hole."
You said, "Get out now," is what you said.
I gave.
You didn't say that. You're too nice.
I'm far too nice. I gave this gesture to the bar back.
Okay.
I said, "Garçon," and he cometh over.
Okay.
And I said, "Hey, Sunday was crazy, right?"
I love your stories, by the way.
Thank you.
Keep telling them.
I said,
I'm here all day.
"Sunday is crazy," and he said, "Yeah. I can't believe that Daenerys," and I didn't even have to lead him, because that's how much Game of Thrones is. People get it.
It might take over football soon. Can you believe that's going to happen in America?
It cancels out before.
We were talking about hair.
Cocoa Crisp.
Okay.
Coco Chris is a guy who wore the fro
Yeah.
recently better than any man has ever worn
He
the fro.
rocks rough and tough with his afro puffs. No, Lady Your Rage, you're not picking up on that one? It's okay, I'm old.
I was looking for a Coco Crisp joke alongside that. I thought this was like a rhyming.
You know, the Cleveland Indians had an outfield that included Coco Crisp and Milton Bradley at the same time. They had another guy too, because they have 3 outfielders, but
Yeah.
2 of them were Coco Crisp and Milton Bradley.
So in Cleveland, like 70% of the earth is covered by water, and the other 30% is covered by trademark names.
Oh, speaking of curveballs, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Talking afros, I'm a big afro guy.
Yeah.
I love the basketball, the tall, skinny kid in play.
Oh,
Got like the
strong.
Imam Shumpert, Nerlens Noel. I like that high top
Yeah.
fade look,
No, that,
like a sentient eraser. I like that.
there are not a ton of dances that I know. Kid and Play is one. Bryce Harper highlights right here.
Now here's top 5 guy.
Well, yeah.
Or is he the gold medalist for you?
Well, he's not. No. He, and this is going to sound a little centric, but he's probably the best in baseball right now. He's got gorgeous locks.
Gorgeous locks.
He wears them with confidence.
When he runs, he tilts his head back so the helmet falls off, so his beautiful, beautiful locks fall out.
But he's never had to insure that mop, like one Troy Polamalu.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're going right to the gold right here.
Head and shoulders are up. Troy Polamalu, $2 million insurance
number 82.
on that bad boy mane.
How does one injure hair?
This is the pitch he's just been
The way he
punishing
flew
lately.
around the field.
So a high far one
You
for
could.
Bryce.
His last name was Polamalu. It didn't fit on the back of a jersey, but you couldn't even read it because he had this beautiful American Samoan wavy.
A lot of hair.
It was like if seaweed was on a head. Dry, delicious seaweed.
I want to give him braids on the front porch.
Moving to hockey, Barry Melrose.
Barry Melrose, classic. Any hockey mullet is a medalist for me.
Broadcast only Barry Melrose, though. Playing Barry Melrose, I did not care.
Big suit guy, too. Love his suits.
How young were you when you first put a Nike swoosh on the side of your head?
I never did. I hate to admit that, but
Yeah.
I did have a flat top in elementary school, and I had the clean little vanilla ice lines on the side. I think that's my most bold statement ever. Sans handlebar mustache.
And you're calling them vanilla ice lines, but really this whole thing to me sounds Brian Bosworth
You
inspired.
gonna go Brosworth? He's on my top 10
The Boz?
right here. Yeah,
Give me
he's-
the rest of your top 10.
Okay, I got Amon Shumpert, high top fade. I'm going the H-Town Beards. You got Dallas Keuchel and James Harden. Who do you got? Beard battle.
Oh my gosh. If I'm gonna, the best, Johnny Damon, 04.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's a huge beard. I'm Justin Turner, obviously.
Justin Turner. I was going to bring up Justin Turner. That's my guy.
Oh, all right, go with it.
My doppelganger. He's my favorite right now. You know, I'm not exactly objective. I got long hair and a beard and a mustache, so Justin Turner's my guy. Also, except for my beautiful Houston baseball Astros, I'm kind of a front runner sometimes.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are on top, so I got to pick a Dodgers guy, Justin Turner. I'll say the word Justin Turner one more time.
The cake is taken and eaten, though, by the guy, and he wasn't the first, and by no means will he be the last, but the guy that really revolutionized hair game in sports, Dennis Rodman.
Yes. The dye jobs?
The dye job.
Revolutionary.
He goes from Detroit to Chicago.
Now we got whole countries doing it.
Right?
Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic, they all dyed their hair.
It was not an option for me until NSYNC to put any sort of like frost in my hair.
I'm going to get real with you for a second.
Yes.
I had frosted tips in my senior picture.
Oh, I absolutely did.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad anymore.
No.
I thought I had a coming out moment just now.
No. Because
Thank you for making me feel better about myself.
the only way frosted tips look stupid is if you're not wearing a puka shell necklace.
No puka shell.
Oh, you look like an idiot then. Dennis Rodman made his, when he was joining the Chicago Bulls, he puts the Bulls logo in the back, red on with black, and he was a pro wrestler, and he would do his. Dennis Rodman
Looked good in a wedding gown too. You remember that?
He's got a good build.
Yeah. Great shoulders. He's no Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's got them shoulders. When I go to the gym, I only do shoulders. Think of Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard get Madonna?
No.
Okay,
No.
so Dwight Howard can get off. Like, he's not here. This is about the Dennis Rodman.
Let's make it about Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman means
We
the
are
guy.
talking Dennis Rodman.
You got a better guy?
No.
No.
No. I think he takes it, right?
Gold standard. It came down for me anyways. It came down to him and Randy Johnson. I was like,
You're a big mullet guy.
I just want iconic.
You brought
dudes.
up Randy Johnson and Barry Melrose. Should we get you a mullet? Let's do a show with mullets. Let's rock mullets.
I'll give it to Dana in the booth.
Throwback 80s special. We rock mullets and we talk 80s sports.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
I'm
do
on
that.
board.
I
Let's
love
do it.
that we have a job that also doubles as Halloween costumes. When we come back, it's Friday, and if you haven't yet, you will soon, and possibly this weekend, draft your fantasy football team. We'll tell you who to look out for, who to dodge, and why I've never finished above last place in a single league.
You're terrible.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
VR Junkies is a virtual reality arcade. We specialize in all things VR, from the simple phone-based headsets to cutting-edge full-body motion systems. Check us out at the Coronado Mall. VR Junkies.
Our interns here at ProView Sports Network get pretty competitive. Rivalries are real. So with the big matchup between the El Dorado Eagles and the La Cueva Bears, time to make my pick here on the ProView Rundown. I'm going to go with the El Dorado Eagles. You know, I'm going to change my decision, and I'm going to go with the La Cueva Bears. They're feeling it. All right, hey, calm down. Guys, you do it every time. This is ridiculous. You know what? I'm going to be in makeup.
Football's back right here on ProView Sports Network. All the best rivalries, all the best action, every game on ProView Sports Network, Comcast 26, and the game of the week on My 50 TV. Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.
Welcome back to The Claim. Van, it is a football Friday here, along with our fun Friday. We need to come up with official names, because I will just keep putting, I love alliteration.
Yeah.
I will put lots of F words in front of Friday.
Well, don't use the F word.
Okay, so you did there.
Okay.
Fantasy football drafts are now upon us. Then season-long fantasy has a lot of fun. You play against your friends, you play against your coworkers. It's little rivalries against people that you want to beat in life, not just in fantasy sports, but you want to have a prettier wife, better job, nicer car and house. With that said, the draft is the absolute best part of fantasy sports. Year-long fantasy, we'll talk about daily as well. Year-long fantasy.
I look forward to it all year.
Like the second it ends.
Like more than Game of Thrones and Hard Knocks, I look forward to the fantasy draft.
And before we get into particulars, that's what I want to talk. I want to talk about the high of it. So, where is your fantasy draft held? How does it happen for you?
So I got multiple leagues.
Yeah.
Like most degenerate football fans out there.
Classic millennial.
I got Friends and Family League that we do online because we're all over the place.
Sure.
But we talk about it. We talk smack. You know, we come together Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's all we talk about.
Yeah.
We got one local in town, and we all get together. We have the party. We barbecue.
Yes,
you know,
that's the one for me.
We get a keg of the old oat soda. You know, we sit around the table. We all talk smack for each other's picks. That's a lot of fun. I prefer that more than anything.
Well, that's the best one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the Sunday afternoon one with the dudes, where the draft should take 2 hours, but it takes 6 hours.
Yep.
And by
we're doing one this Sunday. Holler Giant Veto. It's the name of the league.
What's that from?
Our baseball team was named the Giants.
Oh, okay.
And I'm the commissioner, and I vetoed a bunch of trades, and so now it's stuck.
I haven't had a fantasy football.
JR's the real commissioner, so whatever.
I haven't had a fantasy football draft in years that doesn't just dissolve down to the most clever ways to question each other's sexuality.
That's basically what it boils down to all the time.
I will say something about like Dale Earnhardt, and then from there, it's a battle. He deserved it. That's whatever. If you don't wear the harness, and then from there.
We're getting hot. We're getting hot in here.
From there.
Okay. We're talking fantasy football.
Right, but the idea is like that's how this thing evolves and goes. And if you do not play season long, find one with your friends, beg someone to get in, force them to go from 10 teams to 12.
Even if you don't know anything about football, it's fun.
It's so much fun.
You pick a guy, you root for a guy. It gives you something more fun to do every Sunday. You don't have to gamble now to get into the game.
Right.
You know?
Well, there's an absolute investment to it. It's March Madness, but for a season long.
Yeah.
When you go into your draft, what kind of strategy do you take, man?
Well, I'm usually not a big quarterback guy.
Right.
There's only a few really super strong elite quarterbacks, and I don't like wasting early picks on quarterbacks. So I go really strong, dominant position players. I like to grab a top-tier running back, top-tier wide receiver early, and then build my team accordingly.
1-2.
Usually 1-2.
You prefer to? All right. So if you're not familiar with fantasy football drafts, first of all, it's 2017. Serpentine.
Snake draft.
Serpentine.
Okay.
The one I use is I think it also means snake. So
not everybody knows that, Fred.
I'm drafting number 1.
We don't all have your Midwest vocabulary.
Non-regional dialect.
Non-regional dialect.
I'm drafting number 1 in my fantasy football draft.
New York.
That is tonight.
Okay.
With all my former friends and coworkers.
And I'll advise you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At drafting number 1, I have a lot of options.
Okay.
I feel like I have to take David Johnson.
I thought you were going to go Jay Cutler.
You cannot take a quarterback before the 10th round.
That's my strategy. I just said that. You can't steal my stuff. Man.
Oh no. I'm adding validity to your strategy.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
In a 12-team league, you're going to get a top 15 guy.
You have to.
You have to.
Unless you take a defense and a kicker 1-2.
Has that ever been done?
Which my Aunt Carol did that one time. Guess who won the league?
You?
It wasn't Aunt Carol. She did terrible.
She
did terrible.
She took a kicker.
No.
I think it has to be David Johnson. I like the way they play down in Arizona. He catches the ball. He runs the ball. He's going to give me 350 plus points on the season.
Yep.
I think there's one other guy in this conversation, though.
It's his rival for the number 1 pick, Le'Veon Bell, touchdown machine. Not suspended this year. He's going to play 16 games.
Is he? Because he's not in camp.
Well, he'll be there. He'll be there. He likes his job. Tell me about David Johnson. You know what I just heard about David Johnson?
You tell me.
He's going to get 30 touches a game.
He needs to get 30 touches a game.
If the Cardinals are going to be successful, he has to stay healthy, and he has to get 30 touches a game. And if you get him at the top of your draft, you're going to do decent.
Bruce Arians isn't still down there, is he?
I don't know.
I got you.
He doesn't got to check in with me.
When you hit that wide receiver, it is Bruce Arians. So many wide receivers are having career years every single year. And obviously,
throw the ball 60 times a game now.
They do throw the ball 6 times a game. So do you get a guy like Julio Jones or Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham Jr. or you and I are big Hard Knocks fans? Do you get Mike Evans?
That's my dude right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you take a flyer on a guy that traditionally hasn't, at a position that traditionally hasn't scored as many points as the running back?
Sure. I mean, if you're in a PPR league, points per reception league, there's nothing wrong with taking a wide receiver first, especially if you get one of these upper echelon guys. You mentioned Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Mike Evans,
T.Y. Hilton, Michael
ODBJ.
Thomas. Yeah, there are dudes that will catch the ball multiple times a game, And they will catch the ball long and deep.
Yeah, they're going to get 15 targets. Hopefully they get 10 catches, 100 yards, and a score. You want to bank that every week.
Well, and that's kind of the risk reward of it. And I'll encourage, no matter what you're doing in your life, bet on yourself.
That's a great attitude, Fred.
If you have two options in front of you, one is safe and easy, and the other one is hard and has opportunity for return, and all you have to do is bet on yourself.
I like your attitude. I'm going to use it. Here, I'm going to write that down right now.
Yeah, no, you have that.
Okay. I never knew that. I never tried that before.
Go big. Go big every single time.
Go big or go home.
And
I saw that on a T-shirt.
Kirk Cousins is a guy who's going big. His franchise tag is going to run out. He's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the whole league. Not the best quarterback. Bet on yourself.
Yeah.
With that said, you don't take Kirk Cousins.
I like Kirk Cousins this year.
Who is your must-have at running back if you have the opportunity in the first round and he's there? Who's your must-have? Not outside our top two guys.
Yeah, David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell. They're going 1-2.
Okay.
I really like Jay Ajayi this year.
Ooh.
Jay Ajayi. He's going to be second round, right in the middle. 12th pick, 16th pick, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I really like him. They're going to shove him the ball over and over and over again because they got smoking Jay Cutler, and they don't want the team to rest on his shoulders.
I like Jordan Howard out of Chicago.
That's a good bet. They're going to feed him a lot, just like Jay Ajayi.
Give him to rock. Give him to rock. Who do you stay away from? Who's a guy that you say, I cannot this year?
My same guy every year. He's my answer every year, Rob Gronkowski. He's the best tight end in the league, no matter what, unquestioned. When he's on the field, he's a game changer. Mm-hmm. But he's like me. He's made out of porcelain and silly string. He's always hurt.
My guy's Lamar Miller playing in Houston. Lamar Miller has had 2 really great seasons in a row. He got some money from Houston. I don't feel like he's a guy who's going to reproduce it.
You know what Houston's problem is?
What's that?
No giant beards. Works for Keuchel. Works for Harden. Where's the giant beard on the Texans?
Excellent point.
Yep.
This didn't even...
We're going back to hair. I'm kind of stuck on the hair segment.
You can't put
Can we talk more hair?
On the beautiful baby face of J.J. Watt.
No, you don't put a beard on J.J.
That
Watt.
That jawline is so strong.
That's blasphemy. I can't believe you brought that up.
Cuts diamonds.
Yeah. He does. I'm not even telling you what he poops.
I forgot to bring up Rasheed Wallace.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good
spot.
One. Has that little spot?
Yeah, the dice. It's not a dye spot. It's a gray spot.
He was like the Jay Leno of basketball.
That's a great comparison. You're good at this.
That's who you must have. That's who you must avoid.
My sleeper.
Oh, I'm ready.
You forgot my sleeper. You ready?
Yes.
He's not a sleeper.
No.
He's not an unknown guy.
That's not a sleeper then.
Well, he's a sleeper because he's way late in the draft.
Okay.
Doug Martin, another Hard Knocks guy.
Mighty Mouse.
Muscle hamster.
Oh, my mistake, yes. Muscle hamster.
Muscle hamster.
Doug Martin, I think can play. I'll stay in the same division and give you Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, that's a good one. He's going kind of early, though. He's going like fourth round, 5th round. I like him a lot, though.
Where's Carlos Hyde going?
They're going to keep feeding him. I think he's like a 3rd rounder.
I feel like he falls off. He might get cut.
Just straight up get cut?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's garbage.
What did he do? Did he take a knee or something? What happened? Oh. Yep. Well, at least I didn't talk about Dale Earnhardt.
Had it coming.
It's Friday. Let's get out of here.
When we come back, we got one segment left, and it's the segment where we tell you what's going on this weekend in sports. We'll give you the preview, what to watch, what not to watch, and I bet it dissolves in the Game of Thrones.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Welcome back to The Claim. That's a hard in the industry. It's called a hard in.
A hard in.
Big weekend in sports coming up.
Stoked.
You got NFL preseason football.
Keep it coming.
You got Major League Baseball.
Okay.
There's WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
Is that okay? You're excited.
Are you being serious?
You take WWE, I'll take DWO.
I need to get what?
Yeah, hashtag DWO. What's up, fellas?
What does that even mean?
Our partner in crime.
Okay.
Get out of here, bro.
I'm so sorry.
You can show yourself out.
No, I do love DWO.
Yeah. We'll be there for their event in September, right?
Yeah, we're going to their event in September, there's no doubt. But it's a big weekend in sports. So you can watch Major League Baseball, you can watch the NFL, you can watch SummerSlam, which I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
Big go-home shows last week on Raw and SmackDown, not important right now.
Okay.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball is on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday Night Baseball is as big a deal to me as Monday Night Football.
Love it.
And I knew we said this would happen.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's up against Game of Thrones.
What happens?
Does Game of Thrones beat everything?
Everything. Forever.
You can watch it, though.
Are we the two biggest GOT homers in the world?
I tell you what we are, because I cannot wait for Brock Lesnar in a fatal four-way to take on Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe.
What's a fatal four-way?
Hey, why are you doing this to me?
We can't talk about fatal four-ways on air. Come on, man. Get your mind right.
Brock Lesnar, who is a professional as a UFC fighter, who is a professional as a sports entertainer, is defending his Universal Championship in a fatal four-way match.
Well, there's no doubt that he's a professional because he gets
paid.
He gets paid to do it, and that's his only job.
If you do a job, all right, if you have a service, and you provide that service to someone,
you get paid for it,
and you receive compensation,
that makes you a professional, doesn't it?
That's your profession. You make money at it. That's not. There's no conversation to be had here.
So who dies on Game of Thrones this week?
Okay, the Magnificent Seven of Jon Snow and his accompaniment.
So exciting.
Are making their way beyond the wall.
Yep.
As winter has officially came. Vegas has the odds on it, but they're being spoiled. I think Jon Snow is going to come out on the other end. That's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Hound.
I got the Hound, too.
You got the Hound, too?
Yeah, I hate that you just said that.
Well, that's not hot takes.
That's not a hot take.
We got to pick different guys.
The blacksmith.
Okay. Yeah, Hound's gone.
Guy with the eye patch.
He's gone.
Merlin's going to go.
Merlin?
What's his name? Eye patch guy?
He's a pirate.
Yeah. No, not the pirate.
Speaking of pirate, Pittsburgh Pirates versus your Cardinals on Sunday.
Sunday Night Baseball. I love everything about Sunday Night Baseball except for Jessica Mendoza.
Ooh. That's harsh.
I just want her to do a good job. I just want
gold medalist.
Gold
medalist.
It was a good first week of The Claim. We appreciate everyone here at ProView. Dana TV, Van, thank you to yourself. Obviously, I was great. We'll return next Monday. Weekend recap and what's going on in Albuquerque sports.